Hey guys, welcome back for the Transformers review. And this time will be Snapdragon Earthrise War for Cybertron Snapdragon, Decepticon Snapdragon, and here's Snapdragon in his Dragon mode. Okay, let me move this aside and let's go to the box art first. This is in front, it says Decepticon Snapdragon, Earthrise War for Cybertron. This is Snapdragon's robot mode box art. Here's the back of the basically his transformation mode, and he's a triple changer, and he's also a target master. And here's the size of it. Back means some trademark comments, and here's the top, right? And here is the manual for Snapdragon. You can have a slow look at it. Very well done. Here's the back as well. Alright, and here you have Snapdragon in his Dragon mode, and typically this mode is a reminiscence of the G1, his G1 counterpart. Same color scheme, just with better articulation. Right, in Dragon mode, he has basically he can look down and look up. This is basically his second part of his mouth is a target master lodged in his mouth. Over here, I'll show you how to get him out later. And he has 2 points of articulation on his basically his hands, his dragon hands. You can move this 360, but you can basically remove this, and you can move back and forth. And also, if this is not hindered, you can move 360. As you know that his elbow is on the ball joint, you can move and swivel. His dragon hands does not have a claw swivel at all. And his legs, you can rotate it 360. He has a knee bend, and you can basically swivel move the feet a bit. That's all for his articulation in Dragon mode. His tail, you can wiggle it slight, not very much. And here's the top view of Snapdragon. He has 2 Decepticon logos, and this is where you mount his weapon on top. Alright, and based on all the modes, this is one of my second favorites after the robot, and the robot will be the first. The second will be the vehicle, which is the jet mode. Right, let's get him to jet mode now, shall we? But before we do that, if you look at his belly or his chest, you can see nearer. Let me zoom in slightly. You can see there is a Decepticon logo placed there. Alright, to get him to jet mode, just basically move the guns out, unpack this. Put this at the sides. Okay, straighten the tail. Disengage the upper thigh from this part here. The same goes for the other leg. Okay, disengage this part. Bring it forth. There are 2 pack points, left and right here. You pack into this point here and this point here. Pack it down this way, secure it, and collapse the leg into this part here. Fit down, move, secure the hands, put it this way. Fold it in to this part. Open the chest piece here. take out the target master, unpack it here. Okay, and this is the headmaster for Snapdragon. Okay, put him in pilot mode, sitting down this way. Just put him aside for the moment. Collapse this part here, just fold this down, collapse this part in, put in this part back, snap it in. Okay, move this part here and pack it into this pack hole over here. The same goes for the other hand. But before you do that, come over here, unpack this part from the middle, and before you can move this part up here and place it securely, move the hands this way, move the hands this way, move it up and pack it in just like that, and move the hands and move this part in again. Okay, move it up securely, and after that come to this part. This part will pack into this joint here. Okay, but open the wingspan, just do the same. This will go into here, and you have Snapdragon in his aeroplane mode, and he does have a wheel which you can bring down and pack this in this part to this wingspan, and also over here. And here is his jet mode. However, you can see that he has a nice color scheme reminiscent or similar to the G1 counterpart. This is an over 360 review. Here's the landing gear. Okay, here's the cockpit is in translucent yellow. Just take it out, and you can see that the dashboards on the jet mode is painted. You can slide the pilot in this way and close the cockpit. Okay, and you can see the pilot from far, and here is how he plays basically the jet mode. Okay, over here just like this, and let's get him transformed to his robot mode now. Just move this landing gear in, remove this part from the wingspan, open the cockpit, which is a bit tight. Okay, transform him into his headmaster mode, lower the arms this way, fold in the feet, and you have the head of Snapdragon in robot mode. His robot head. Snap this in. Disengage the part here. Disengage the part and disengage this from the pack here. Okay. Separate the feet. Move this part up. Fold this back in. Fold this part in. Fold this part in. Over here. Okay. Move this feet up. Move his feet up. Okay, rotate it properly. And you have his legs transformed. Okay, and for this part, raise the arms this way, move it down, turn it here, collapse the wingspan, rotate it this way, Okay, move this part, the black part up, and this will go in to this pack here on besides the shoulder blades. Okay, move it up. Make sure you pack it in. This will be a bit precise. Okay, if you can say that, let me show you side by side over here. Need to angle it in. Alright. Okay, just packs in this way for both. It's a bit tight. However, I need to align it properly. It's all the way up here. Rotate the hands down. Rotate the hands down. Here's the leg of Snapdragon. Pack the headmaster into this headmaster hole here, and you have Snapdragon in his robot mode, fully transformed. And put in the weapon, let him hold it. Okay, and here is Snapdragon in all his glory in robot mode. And yes, here's a 360 review, 360 turn. Okay, and in robot mode you can see that he has a nice scalp on his chest piece, his legs, and all over his body. Okay, let me remove the weapons. Let me show you his articulation now. What you can see here, he has a head rotation. You can rotate his head 360, turn it around. He has a waist articulation compared to 8-face, which he does that figure doesn't have. You can rotate the hands outward, and under his armpit, I would say, you can see there's some robot parts. Okay, you can rotate his hands 360. Can move it in and out. You can rotate his elbow on this part here, and it can also bend. It doesn't have a wrist swivel. On the upper thigh, you can move it forwards and backwards. You can swivel the part of the upper thigh. You can just bend on the knee, and also he doesn't have any articulation on his feet. Okay, and this is basically Snapdragon's articulation in robot mode, and you do see there is a nice Decepticon emblem on the left and right of his chest. Over here at the back, you can see some nice robot. This should be straight. Some robot cable sculpted onto the cockpit area. Right, and let's put the guns back. Okay, and right here you have Snapdragon in all his glory in robot mode. Alright, and this has been a review of Snapdragon Earthrise from this War for Cybertron trilogy. This is Boss 2008 signing out.